Three, two, one, 3, 2, 1. Racquetball Highlights. Well, I'm actually the guy behind it. So I'm just gonna watch this game again. I was just watching a little bit. Um, there's a lot of controversy right now going on, mainly with Andree Parilla. Um, some people are complaining that he behaved unsportsmanlike. I'll tell you this, man. If you're playing against Kane and he's whooping your behind, um, you'd be frustrated too. Especially if you're playing at that level, right? Not at the level that I play uh, with my friends and random people. At that level, right, where there's money involved, there is at least um, a couple of thousand people watching you play. There's a ref or two refs. I mean, the pressure is real at this point. And then you're playing Kane, who is regarded as the best racquetball player, the GOAT, right? I think it is. Uh, Although I never got to see Sutsi or Marty Hogan in their prime or at all. I got to see a little bit of Sutsi, and his backhand is sweet. Um, I mean, his backhand is so sweet. I would like to steal it. Um, so let's just watch this game, not from the top, but I was watching just a little bit, and the score is 3-0, and Kane. This is where I think it all started. The whole drama, the whole Andree getting upset and Kane, you know, doing whatever he wants to do in the court. And I think it has to do with this call right here, this ace right here, this ace right here. Let's watch it at normal speed. It looks like an ace to me, right? It looks like an ace. But if you rewind this thing and then you slow it down to 0.25%, I mean, and then we slow it and we pause it, it is a short serve. But look at all the things that I got to do to be able to spot a short serve. While you're playing, it looks good enough. The refs are not seeing it. It's too fast. That's honestly, that's what's happening. Kane's serve is so fast, right? That it is. On top of that, it's pretty deceiving, right? So it's a great serve. Of course, Paris is gonna be upset when they call this an ace. I will be upset too if I think it was a short serve. Who wouldn't? Uh, so people don't realize that Andree is playing his best game right now, and Kane is on fire, and then the refs are not helping him, or at least they're not making the calls that he thinks they should be making. A little bit of frustration right there. You know what I mean? Frustration is starting to kick in. But I understand it. I have played against guys who are just a bit better than me, and I get frustrated. I'm like, man, how is this possible, right? That's a short serve. And then if we just skip forward, 6-0 right here, uh, in front of thousands of people, is demoralizing. But kudos for Parilla to stay in there. You can see his frustration right there, dude. He's so frustrated with himself. He's not even upset at Kane or anything. That's with yourself. Like, man, why did I take that shot? I should have done something different with the ball. Um, so I'm not defending Faria or defending Kane. All I'm pointing out, if you're playing against someone who is at the level of Kane, you're gonna get frustrated if you think that it's gonna be an easy night. You gotta go in there thinking that, hey, this is gonna be a war from point one to the very last point, and you can't give up, and your mentality has to be I'm gonna win, right? I want to win this game. No mercy. Um, but you have to be ready that you're gonna get frustrated, especially 7-0 right now. That's a short serve. I mean, Kane is doing whatever he wants at this point. He can either kill the ball right in front of you, or if he sees you moving forward, he'll pass you. That is frustrating. That is frustrating. Let's watch that rally again. Easy return. He's like, oh man. Look at Paria's body language right now. Right now, right? He's there. He's like, why did I go up? And then he's chasing the ball. A great player like Kane, he's gonna do that to you all night if you let him, right? So, what do you do, man? What do you do? Oh, let's look at this one. Let's look at this right here. Great pass, man. So he's talking to himself probably, right? I don't know what he's saying, but I wish I was there. Um, but regardless, hey, we are emotional beings. Sometimes if I'm losing, I'll whack my legs, right? Like, come on, March, let's do it. Uh, but whatever, man, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to get your head in the game. And this is what Perea has to do at this moment. He has to yell. He has to talk to himself. He has to be harsh with himself, so he can play at a level. So he can play at the same level that Kane is playing, right? Um, and at the same time, he has to try to frustrate Kane, which is probably pretty hard to do. I mean, he's just so good, right? No, so right there you see the drama building up a little bit more. Um, a few words were exchanged. Kane is telling him bye bye, right? Like get the out of here kind of thing. Paris is walking towards him, which is like, come on, dude, like give me a break or whatever they're saying to each other. But this is like what makes racquetball racquetball, right? Like when you go to the court, any course, wherever you're playing, we're not playing tennis, we're not playing squash, right? This is way more aggressive than tennis and squash. Uh, the impact of the ball, the pop on the front wall, is addicting. I'm sure your testosterone skyrockets, probably your blood pressure too. Uh, and guess what? That's what racquetball is. There's a lot of trash talk. There's a lot of animosity sometimes, but it's part of the game. I'm trying to win this game, and I'm trying to go home and feel good about myself. And you are doing the same thing. I'm not going to a racquetball game. I'm not going. I'm not trying to go home upset. Hey, I lost every single game. Woohoo! I feel great now. Let's be real. So right now they're talking to each other. Let's watch it. Let's watch that in slow motion. I mean, we gotta. Another thing, Perea is super fast. He's young. He's fast. He has good hands. Could he get in that ball? Maybe. We don't know. So he, first of all, Perea went one step towards the right side of the court, but the ball is actually going towards the left side of the court. Kane is so deceiving, dude. I thought he was going down the line. He got me on that one. So there he goes. Now he runs into Kane. You know what worries me? It's not that he's running into Kane. I know that Kane's left knee. He's been having issues with that. I think I'm not sure, but I think he said that he had surgery at some point. I think it was last year or at the beginning of the year. So that worries me a lot when they collide like that, especially Kane, you know, on his backhand and his knee is post. Yeah. So he goes in. I don't know, dude. One bounce. Oh, two. That's the second bounce right there. Uh, my honest opinion, I think it was. I think because Perea took one step towards the right side of the court, and then the ball was going left. I think that's why the ref said, "Hey, that's on you, man." But at the same time, Kane is in the middle of the court, and is he blocking the ball? I mean, we got to think about this. This is one of those rules that in racquetball, um, it's hard to understand sometimes. So if I'm taking, you set me up. You gave me an easy return, and now I'm about to whack this ball, and I can do whatever. The world is my oyster, and I can do whatever I want with it, and that's what Kane did, right? The world is his oyster. Boom, pinch shot. Is it his fault that when he's done, the shot is 2 or 3 feet away from him? Like that's where he's done, right? But he was a setup. So I want you guys to let me know: is Kane blocking Perea's shot, or is Perea actually in the right by complaining that hey, he's blocking me? Or maybe such a good shot that Perea is actually selling it to the ref. I don't know, man. But regardless, it's part of the game. Whatever the ref decides at this point is your mental fortitude, right? That has to keep you in the game. If you break after this because the ref decided to give it to your opponent, well, it is on you now. Um, so you have to overcome that. I'm not saying that it's an easy thing to do to overcome a call that doesn't favor you, but so there you go. They're arguing. He's saying I can get that. I think that's what he said. I can get that. And I don't think he's wrong that when he said that he could get it. But at the same time, he set up Kane to take whatever shot he wanted to. So Kane took a deep breath right there, like, oof. What a serve, man. What a serve. So look at Perea right now. This is the center of the court. He's actually leaning towards the left side of the court. He's expecting Kane to go to his left. Man, what a reach. Woo! He said these guys are playing at such a high level. Any of us right there. Right here. That's it. That would have been a pass. Anybody else couldn't got in that ball. It's just like, yeah, nice pinch. Dude, when I'm doing the highlights, I enjoy it so much because I'll rewatch one uh, one play like two three times. I'll be like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oof. Was this? I think that at this point, Perea. I don't want to speak for Kane, but I think that at this point, Perea has gotten into Kane's head a little bit by what some people think that he was being disrespectful. I think he was just frustrated with himself, and he was still trying to be in the fight, right? He wanted it, and I can't blame him for that. He wants to be there. He wants to be Kane. Most players, this is something that I noticed too, and I'm not an analysis or whatever. Um, Most players get in the court with Kane, and they already lost mentally. They already checked out. They're packing their bags. They're going home already. Pari is not like that. I think that his attitude towards uh, what he thinks that is a bad call or his opponent is cheating him. I think that mental little glitch that he has, let's just say it's a glitch, where he gets in his head a little bit, and what it looks like he is rude or has bad manners. I don't think it's that, man. I think he's just so frustrated with himself. He's so angry at himself. He cannot even contain how his body expresses, right? What come out of his mouth. And I'm sure he's a good kid, right? He's a good. If I'm sure if I meet him, he'll be a delightful person to talk to. Um, what a shot, man! Now he's chipping away, right? Skip. Let's. I don't know. That looked good from here. So let's slow this baby down. Okay. I don't know, dude. I couldn't see it because Perea's head is in the middle. Perea's head is in the way, right there. But I don't know, man. It sounded good. It sounded good. And sometimes that's all you need. I think that was a good return, man. I think that was a good return. They're going at it. I love it. I love it. If you think that this doesn't happen in any other sports out there, uh, you haven't been watching basketball or baseball or MMA or boxing. Dude, even chess. When Madden will come into the games, he will show up late just to make his opponent wait. Someone would say, "Oh, he's being rude" or whatever. It's all strategies, man. If I can beat you here, I can beat you in the court. Oof, nice skill. Oh, this is the part where I was like, man, part of the game. I just love it, man. I just love this little move by Kane. In Perea, you can tell that he's upset. Come on, bro. Oh, I love it. Dude, I don't care what people said. That little move right there, it shows you that these two don't like each other. And that's all right. I know there are some people saying that, oh, sport conduct or whatever, shake hands. They're not little kids. I, if I don't like you, I don't have to shake hands or give you a hug or good job, buddy. I don't like you. That's simple. And if we're playing a match where there's money involved, hey, dude, don't even talk to me, right? That's it. I know some people like that. They want to shake hands and say, hey, you beat me fair and square. Uh, you don't want to be a sore loser, whatever it is. You don't want to be salty at the end. But if Maria doesn't want to shake hands or doesn't want to give props to the other guy, or Kane doesn't want to either, let him play. This is awesome. I think this is what Racquetball needs. I think they need to mic these guys so we can hear what they're saying. Because one, it'll be hilarious for us to watch. Two, it'll make us feel like we are part of the game, not just as an spectator, but we're actually hearing what they're saying, and it'll be more engaging, right? And I think the sport needs it. The sport of racquetball, I don't know what's going on with it, but if you go to your local, like Walmart or whatever, sometimes they don't even have any racquetball gear. They have a lot of pickleball tennis, but none of it. Uh, Sometimes none of it is racquetball related. They'll have the blue balls sometimes, or the purple balls, uh, and the red ones for the guys who play outdoors. But yeah, we need this. I don't think the community needs to fight among each other, among us. We just need to enjoy it. And if we fight, let it be. Everyone here is an adult. Um, so yeah, don't be rude and call names. But I think this is not as bad as some people are making it seem. Yeah, they're making it exciting. This is my 2 cents for racquetball as well. And you see this a lot with uh, like esports. You see it in Formula. You see it in MotoGP. Um, you have like two or three commentators sometimes, and each one of them is nuts about the game. They are so in the game, right? Not that I don't know the commentator's name. Not that he's doing a bad job, but I think it's just him right now, and you need at least you have your guy that is describing play by play. I think you have your color commentator who knows uh, things about Kane. He's 43 years old. Perea is whatever, whatever. And then you have another guy who likes to start a drama, right? So he's always, you know, seeing things that someone else would not see. Uh, and you need that in racquetball because otherwise the sport for some people is a bit boring because you're getting the visual, but you're not hearing anything. And most of us watch the game from a computer like myself or from home. None of us are going into the game to hear people cheering and the crowd going crazy, if there is any. But that's just my 2 cents, right? We need somehow to add more commentators in there so people can enjoy the game. So I don't need to keep watching this or keep ranting about it. I'm not even ranting. I'm just calling it as I see it. I think this was a great game. I think Kane and Perea are made for each other because Kane has no mercy. He comes in and he wants to take your head off. He wants to make you go home and think about why are you still playing racquetball? That's Kane. Perea, hey man, give me some respect. I'm a good player too, right? I'm gonna beat you. It's not gonna be an easy night for you either. That is what I get from his body language. Like, I'm frustrated with myself because my game plan is not working. So I got to do something different, and that's allowed, and that's okay. And I know uh, some people are giving him a hard time, but it's just part of the game, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I feel like it is part of the game. So yeah, if you like it, if you like this video, I'm not gonna make more of this. I don't think I should be making. I got work to do. Um, but yeah, subscribe, tell your friends. I hope you guys are enjoying the Racquetball Highlights videos that I've been making for the past 6 years now. Uh, so yeah, stay tuned and keep playing racquetball. Tell your friends about it.